Okay, we're back, and we are coming down to the end of this first group of embellishments. Okay, so here we are on the bracelet. Let's see if I can clear that up. There you go. So you see every other one. Hey, that's kind of cool just in itself. If I can get it on straight. Oops. Do it this way. You know, I mean, I think that could work. I like it, you know, the more embellishment sometimes the better. Okay, so we're coming to the last one. So I am, at this point, I've come across, I'm going to go through the O bead and out this, you know, just like we've been doing, out the 4mm crystal. I'm going to take the 3 15-ohs, a drop, and 3 15-ohs. I'm going to come around and embellish that last crystal like we've done, just the crystal. Okay. I'm going to go through this O bead. I'm going to go across that bead, that 4mm that holds that the clasp is on. And now I'm going to reinforce. So I'm going to go up. Now at this point here, if you want to add another bead, you can add a 15-oh here to fill that in. Personally, I don't think it's necessary, but you can try it and see if you like it. I'm going to go up all the frame. Yes. So I'm going to go up all these 15-ohs. Make sure you go up the 15-ohs. Look on the back. Make sure you haven't missed anything. It's very easy to miss the 15-ohs. So I'm going up these 5, if I can get it, plus the 1 there, the one that's under the O. I'm going up the O. I'm going up the crystal. I'm going up the O with the 6mm, the O, and I'm coming out by the picot. Actually, I was lucky and my needle came right out of the part of the picot, but if it doesn't, you just go through the top of the picot, that one little 15-oh there, go down, my glasses for this one, go down and then go back down through the O, the 6mm, the O, and that one, go down through that one crystal that was there, okay, that one 15-oh. Alright, let's pull. I'm going to continue, but I just want to get this reinforced. So get that a little pull, straighten it out a bit. Then you want to go down through the last group of your 15-ohs. Okay, so that's 5 of them on the other side. So now you've reinforced your clasp twice. Go through the 4mm again. It's getting a little tight. I can still get my size 10 needle in here though, and I'm going to pull. So now my clasp, that part of my clasp is nice and tight. It's got 2 passes through it. It's, you know, the 15-ohs are very tight together. I'm going to go, so now that I'm coming out of this bead and I've reinforced my clasp, I'm going to go through the 15-oh, I mean the O bead and the 4mm. And guess what? We're going to take 3 15-ohs, a drop, 3 15-ohs, okay, like we did before. We're going to come around just through the 4mm. I'm going to pull, and that's going to start us on our next row. So now I've got 2 like funky embellishments on that side. So now go through the O and that 15-oh. It's getting a little tight in there, but it's alright. You would not believe how much thread goes into these bracelets. That's why they're so strong. So I'm on the other side now. I'm going to go through I've come out of this crystal in the middle. I'm going to go through the O and the 15-oh. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to take, I'm holding my bracelet so hard I'm getting impressions in my finger. 3/15-ohs, a drop, 3/15-ohs, okay? Coming out of this side, I'm going to go through this side, okay, like so. Actually, well, you're going to go through the O anyway, but I kind of like to go through just through the crystal at first, just to sort of, you know, sit the beads nicely. So then you're going to go through the O, and that, so go through the O, I'm going to do that first. And then you're going to go through this 4mm in the center. Okay. I'm going to pull. Okay. We're going to go through the O, the 4mm. I'm going to put on 3/15-ohs, a drop, and 3/15-ohs. Okay? You get the idea? Doing the same thing. We're just crisscrossing to the other side. Go through the O and this middle 4O to get 4mm to get on the other side. Oh, that's better. You can see that. Okay. Pull. Go through the 15-oh. The O and the 4mm. Pick up 3/15-ohs, a drop, and 3/15-ohs. Coming out of this bead, just going to go around just through the crystal. I mean, you can pop up through the O, I guess, because you're going to go through there anyway. You know, it's still going to be in the same place. And then go across this crystal, okay, to get to the other side. Okay, so here we're on the other side. Coming out of that center crystal, we're going to go through the O and the crystal on the bottom. 3/15-ohs, a drop, and 3/15-ohs. Coming out of here, see, go through just the crystal, then go through the 15-oh, the O and the, see, now we're getting really tight now, the O, so I can only get through the O right now. Let's see if we can make it. I hope so. Okay, yes, and I'm still get through that center crystal. Imagine how much thread it's in there. This is a strong bracelet. So here we are, we're switching sides again. I'm going to go through the O and the 4mm. Okay. We're going to take 3/15-ohs again, a drop, 3/15-ohs. That looks like a big one to me. 1, 2, 3. Coming out of this bead, we're going to go up through this bead. Okay, we're going to go through the 11-oh, the O, I keep calling it an 11-oh. That's next to it, and up that 4mm. You can do it. It's going to be tight. If you have to change to a size 12, change to a size 12. Okay, so at this point, this is what we have. Okay, I'm not going to just keep on going and repeating myself. I'm going to actually go off camera and finish it. So it's not looking bad. You know, it's kind of pretty. Yeah, there you go. A little, see if I can get more light on it. Well, probably not, but it turns out to be kind of a pretty bracelet. So there, and there. See? Not bad. Alright, so continue on. Fill in all the spaces all the way till you get to here, and we'll do the last one together, and we'll reinforce the end, and you'll have a bracelet. Okay, see you in a few. Okay, we're back to what seems like the never-ending bracelet. But we're so close right now. So here we are. I've waited, to do the last bit with you. So I'm coming out of the 4mm and the O. I'm going to go past the 4mm. This is my tail, so I'm just going to pull that back. And I think I kind of made a boo-boo on that 4mm, on that O bead, but that's okay. I'm not going to take the whole thing out. You won't make that mistake. It looks like it got somehow tied down a bit. Or it could be alright. I really have to look closely at it. There's so much going on in this bracelet. So, okay, so we've got our last group. We're coming through. We've come out. Oops. See, I already made a mistake. We're coming out of the 4mm. We're going to put on 3 seed beads, a drop, 3 seed beads. We're going to go back through the 4mm and the O. You can do it all at once or separately. And hey, look at that. Let's just put that behind a bit. Look at that. That's done. All we have to do is reinforce this last end and tie in our threads. Now, as I said before, if you want, you can, here, I'll just do it on this one just to show you. You can take and you could, because there's a space there, you can put another 15-0 on your needle and just, let's go up and reinforce. So we're going up you see how that just puts another one in? I might do that. I think it might be a good idea just to keep it, to keep any thread from showing. So we're going up, all the beads, we're going to reinforce. Look on the back, make sure you're not missing anything, because these 15-0s are tiny and it's very easy to miss. Go around, go down, just go around all those beads again. They'll all straighten out and make a beautiful little loop when we're done. Go through. I need my glasses for this. Some parts I need my glasses and some parts I don't. Go through. Let's see. Go through this bead. Go through there. Okay. Go through the last beads coming down. So you're coming out of this bead at the top there, and right below the crystal. Oops. So come down what do we have, 4 beads there. And before, now because we did it on this side, you see on this side how we added that extra crystal? I think that's a good idea. I mean, that extra seed bead. I think it's a really good idea because there's a big space here. So we're going to put on a seed bead and we're going to go through. Okay, so do you see how that sort of closes up the space a bit? Gives you a little more, toward a little more strength there. And what I do here is go through your clasp again. Go through, just go around. Go through. I probably shouldn't have done this on camera. It's probably getting pretty boring watching me go around the clasp, but I figured, what the heck. Mine plugged in, so I know I have, a little bit of time, and that way, this way you'll see actually how to reinforce, you know, reinforce it more than once. So I'm going around. I hope I'm on. Yes, okay. Trying to stay in frame. Okay, go around. It's getting a little tight. I mean, all along it's a little tight, but just, you know, just, I wouldn't worry about it. Come down. Oh, that is tight. I haven't had to change my needle yet, but you never know. I think I'm going to make it with the size 10 needle. Alright, so we're coming this way, and we're going to go down, coming out of that little 15-0. We're going to go down this one plus the one that we put on, if we can get to it, like so. Pull. That's really tight now. Go back across this 4mm. Oops. See how I've almost lost my thread? Let's see if I can get that. A lot of times you can just take a pliers and, you know, just pull it like a needle nose or something. So I'm coming through there. Now we just want to go down and make a few knots. So I'm going to come down the crystal, the O, here we go. We're going to come down the O, the crystal. Don't go down any of those little seed beads. I'm going to go across, if I can get across. And anywhere here, let's see, where I can tie a knot, just sort of dig in there. There's so much thread in there, you will find a way to get a half-hitch knot in there. Just, you know, just do it slowly. Bring it down, get a knot, go through another bead. Okay, we're coming out this 4mm, go through the O, if I can get through it, right there. Okay, you can grab that thread underneath there. Let's see, there's a little thread right there. Grab that, put a little half-hitch knot in there. Oops, don't get caught on your beads like I almost did right there. I'm actually very close to getting caught. I don't know if you can see that, but I got a little stuck on my bead. So here, now I've got it outside my bead. I'm going to pull that knot through this crystal. Okay, and then just keep doing that all along your bracelet until you until you run out of thread, or until you get just like totally exhausted and you want to tie any more knots. All right, and then you're going to take your needle, thread it onto your tail. See if I can do this on camera, but this poor needle has been through a lot. You can tell by it's terribly bent at this point. It's because of these little beads. So here's my tail. My tail could have been a little longer. It's coming up. See where we're coming out of there. So I guess we can go through this. I'm bending my needle a little bit to get through it, this 4mm. Yeah, maybe leave a little longer tail than I did. And it's too late now if you're doing it with me, but so I'm going to just take and I'm going to put a little half-hitch knot right there. I'm going to go through this O, 6-0. I'm sorry, the O, the 4mm in the O. Maybe tie a little knot right there. Well, I think I'm at the point where I've run out of thread. So, I mean, I have a couple of knots in there, so I think it'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my thread burner, which is one of my very favorite tools. Burn that one off. Burn that one off. Just be careful, don't go crazy with the thread burner, because I have gone to the point where I've like burned right through a bracelet. Okay, so we have a bracelet. So let me see if I want to zoom out a little so you can see the whole thing. So here we go. So just open your loop a little bit. That's a tight loop. That's a really good loop. So here you've got your bracelet. Okay. Here we're going to close it. And the 22 beads was perfect. That's how it looks closed. Okay, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to put it on and show you, because I like to hold my bracelets, against my body when I put them on. It's always easier for me to get them on that way. I'm hopeless with getting with clasps and lobster claws and all that stuff. I just somebody's always putting my bracelet on for me. So I'm fussing with this a little bit. You shouldn't have to fuss with it, it's just me. Okay, so I have it on. And I did make it slightly, well, I probably could have used one more. Here we go. So I probably could have used one more box. But, Fireline gets soft. Here, let me cover up that beauty, because that's going to be a fun one. It's going to be very repetitive. It's just herringbone, and then what we've got is a button, peyote button clasp on there. That's going to be fun. But anyway, let's get back to our bracelet at hand that has taken us so long to make. So there you have it. There's the bracelet. There's the underneath. See how it clasps underneath? Okay. If it spins, the clasp comes on top. It's still pretty. I'm going to take it off. So to show you that it's really not hard to put on and off. There you go. Here it is in the one we made today. Here it is so you can really see it beautifully. And I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it wasn't too crazy. It was a little crazy. We had some mistakes and some things we had to fix. And I think it was, educational. It was for me. I learned a lot. And now normally when I create something, I'll make, 4, 5, or 6 of them. And that way by then I'm totally, I can do it, blindfolded. But this I just made last night, and then the next day I'm putting it on because I just wanted you to have something, fun to play with. And I just wanted to show you, here it is from the side. So here, let me push that down. Here it is from the side. So you see how it sticks up? So it's not really a super flat bracelet. It's kind of cool. I really prefer the lighter colors. So here you go. I hope that you enjoyed this. Again, a big shout out to all of you who have been so kind and so patient with me. When I get my new camera, which is, I'm saving up for it, it's, things are going to go a lot easier. But until then, we'll just keep using this little camera. I should be happy I have this one. And I hope you enjoyed making this bracelet with me, and I'll see you on the next video.